Hilda was a kind of woman who could command attention without saying a word. Her presence was magnetic, her confidence unshakable. She was an ambitious journalist in the bustling city of Lagos, known for her uncanny ability to turn scandals into success stories. It started innocently enough with a random direct message on her social media. The sender was a man named Desmond, claiming to have information about a case she thought had been buried forever. The message read, "I know the truth about the November project." Hilda's breath seemed to seize. The November project was her deepest, darkest case of study, a secret that could cause riots in the city of Lagos and even bring to the dust some great men in the city of Lagos. Desmond didn't ask for money, and he didn't seem to want anything in return. Or does he want any help from her? If yes, what could it be? That was the question that kept her awake all through the night as she holds her phone and lost in thought. Unable to resist, she finally agreed to meet him at an upscale lounge in Victoria Island. Dressed in her slickest black dress and armed with her sharpest wit, she walked in, scanning the crowd for a man whose face she only knew from his profile picture. There he was, tall, dark, self-assured, and utterly unreadable. "I don't like games," Hilda began as she slid into the chair across from him, her voice cool but firm. "And I don't like secrets," Desmond replied, sliding a USB drive across the table. "This contains the first piece of the puzzle. If you help me solve it, we both get what we want." Hilda hesitated, but eventually pocketed the drive. As she left the lounge, 1,000 questions filled her mind. Who was Desmond? And how did he know about the November project? What was on the USB drive? And most importantly, could she trust him, or was he leading her into a trap? Back in her apartment, she plugged the drive into her laptop. The contents were a mix of encrypted files and a single video clip. The video showed a warehouse on the outskirts of Lagos, a meeting of shadowy figures, and a briefcase being exchanged. Her heart raced. This wasn't a blackmail. This was a conspiracy, and she was now right in the middle of it. The weeks that followed were a whirlwind of secret meetings, decoding cryptic messages, and navigating the dangerous underbelly of Lagos. Hilda realized that the November project was just the tip of the iceberg, and that her past was tangled with it. As she tried to fix the puzzle together, Hilda faced a choice: expose the truth and risk her career and life, or bury it all and live with the knowledge that she was complicit in something she didn't fully understand. But one thing was clear: this was a game she couldn't afford to lose. Hilda leaned back in her chair, staring at the video clip on her laptop. The warehouse, the shadowy figures, and the briefcase. None of it made sense yet, but she knew the answers were out there. The only way forward was to confront Desmond again. Their next meeting was in an abandoned car park late at night. Desmond's calm demeanor only irritated her more. "What is in the briefcase?" she demanded. "Patient, Hilda," he replied, sliding another envelope towards her. Inside was a key and a handwritten address. "You will find what you're looking for there," he said. "But be careful, you are not the only one searching for the truth." The address led her to a nondescript apartment in the outskirts of Ikeja. Inside, she found a hidden cache of documents and photographs. As she shifted through the papers, her breath caught. The November Project wasn't just a scandal. It was a secret operation involving top politicians and corporate executives. It tied together corruption, smuggling, and even disappearances. Amongst these files was something even more shocking: a photograph of her late father with one of the key players. Amaka had always believed her father's death in a car accident was a tragic coincidence. But now, she wasn't so sure. The November Project had touched her life in ways she could never have imagined. Suddenly, her phone buzzed. It was a message from Desmond. "They know you have the files. Get out now." Adrenaline surged through her veins as she grabbed the document and bolted out of the apartment. Outside, a black SUV screeched to halt, and two men in secret agents' outfits emerged. Scanning the area, Hilda slipped into the shadows, her heart pounding as she began running for her life. Over the next few days, Hilda went underground, using her PR skills to outsmart her pursuers. She began leaking carefully selected pieces of the November Project to a trusted journalist, ensuring the story would reach the public while keeping her identity secret. The media frenzy was immediate, and the powerful figures involved scrambled to contain the damage, but with all their efforts, the law caught up with them. In the end, Hilda's bravery brought the conspiracy to light, and the November Project became one of the biggest scandals in Nigerian history. Desmond disappeared as mysteriously as he appeared, but Hilda suspected she hasn't seen the last of him. As she stood on the balcony of her apartment, gazing at the Lagos skyline, Hilda felt a sense of closure. She had risked everything, but she had uncovered the truth, even about the death of her father. Hilda knew she would never look at Lagos the same way again, but she had found her purpose: to be a voice for justice in a world filled with secrets.